Welcome to World Icons and Travel. Today, we delve into the extraordinary life and unparalleled military genius of Alexander the Great, a figure whose conquests reshaped the ancient world. Join us as we trace his epic campaigns, from the plains of Greece to the mountains of Afghanistan and the rivers of India, exploring the innovative strategies, tactical brilliance, and sheer audacity that propelled his Macedonian armies to victory. We'll examine the geographical challenges he faced, the diverse cultures he encountered, and the lasting impact of his military legacy. Prepare for a journey through history and across continents as we unravel the strategic brilliance of Alexander the Great. Our exploration begins now. The inherited foundation, Macedonia, Philip II, and military innovation. Alexander's military genius didn't emerge in a vacuum. He inherited a formidable army and a kingdom strategically positioned by his father, Philip II of Macedon. Explore maps of ancient Greece and the Kingdom of Macedon. Philip II had already revolutionized Macedonian warfare, transforming a tribal kingdom into a dominant military power. Show illustrations and diagrams of Philip II's military reforms, including the Macedonian phalanx with its long sarissas, pikes. The phalanx, a dense formation of heavily armed infantry wielding these long spears, provided a seemingly impenetrable wall. Show depictions of the phalanx in action. Philip also integrated cavalry effectively into his army, including the elite companion cavalry, which would play a crucial role in Alexander's victories. Show illustrations of Macedonian cavalry and their tactics. The strategic location of Macedon, bordering various Greek city-states and barbarian tribes, necessitated a strong military and provided Philip with ample opportunities for expansion and military experience, which Alexander would later draw upon. Show maps highlighting Macedon's strategic position. Alexander was not only a beneficiary of these innovations, but also a keen student of military history and theory, tutored by Aristotle. This intellectual foundation further honed his strategic thinking. Early campaigns and consolidation, laying the groundwork. Upon Philip II's assassination in 336 BC, the young Alexander inherited the throne and a partially unified Greece. However, several Greek city-states were restless. Explore maps showing the Greek city-states and Alexander's initial campaigns. Alexander quickly asserted his authority, quashing rebellions in Thessaly and Thebes with swift and decisive action. Show illustrations depicting these early campaigns and sieges. His early campaigns demonstrated his decisiveness and ability to inspire loyalty among his troops. The strategic importance of controlling Greece was paramount for launching any major expedition eastward. Alexander understood the need for a secure base of operations. Show maps highlighting the strategic importance of Greece in relation to Persia. These initial campaigns provided Alexander with valuable leadership experience and further solidified the Macedonian military machine he had inherited, preparing it for the grand campaign against the Persian Empire. Crossing into Asia, the invasion of the Persian Empire, Alexander's ambition extended far beyond Greece. In 334 BC, he launched his invasion of the vast and powerful Persian Empire, a campaign that would redefine the map of the ancient world. Explore maps of the Persian Empire and Alexander's initial invasion route across the Hellespont, Dardanelles. The crossing of the Hellespont was a symbolic act, echoing the legendary crossings of mythical heroes. Show illustrations depicting the Macedonian army crossing the Hellespont. Alexander's army, though smaller than the Persian forces, was highly disciplined and tactically superior. It consisted of the Macedonian phalanx, powerful cavalry, and skilled light infantry and archers. Show depictions of the composition of Alexander's army. The geographical challenges of Asia Minor, with its varied terrain and numerous rivers, required adaptability and strategic foresight from Alexander. Show maps illustrating the geography of Asia Minor. His early victories at the Battle of the Granicus River, 334 BC, opened the way for further conquest. Show artistic representations of the Battle of the Granicus River, highlighting Alexander's personal bravery. These initial successes in Asia Minor demonstrated Alexander's strategic acumen and the effectiveness of his army against the Persian forces. Strategic Masterclass: Battles of Issus and Gaugamela. Alexander's strategic brilliance was truly showcased in his decisive victories against the Persian king Darius III at the battles of Issus, 333 BC, and Gaugamela, 331 BC. Explore maps illustrating the locations of the battles of Issus and Gaugamela. At Issus, Alexander used the narrow terrain to negate the Persian numerical superiority, focusing his attack on Darius himself, forcing the Persian king to flee. Show detailed battle maps and artistic representations of the Battle of Issus, emphasizing the terrain and Alexander's tactics. The Battle of Gaugamela, fought on a wider plain, saw Alexander employ sophisticated maneuvers, including the oblique order and a daring charge directly at Darius, again leading to a Persian rout. Show detailed battle maps and animated sequences of the Battle of Gaugamela, illustrating the complex troop movements and Alexander's strategic decisions. These victories not only secured vast territories, but also shattered the aura of Persian invincibility and demonstrated Alexander's mastery of battlefield tactics and his ability to exploit the weaknesses of his enemy. The geographical context of these battles, from the constricted coastal plain of Issus to the open plains of Gaugamela, heavily influenced Alexander's strategic choices. Siege warfare and logistical prowess. Tyre and beyond. Alexander's military genius extended beyond open-field battles to the complexities of siege warfare and the crucial aspect of logistics. The Siege of Tyre, 332 BC, a heavily fortified island city, demonstrated Alexander's determination and engineering capabilities. Explore maps and illustrations of the city of Tyre and Alexander's siege operations. To capture Tyre, Alexander's army built a massive causeway across the sea, a testament to their engineering skill and Alexander's strategic patience. Show depictions of the construction of the causeway and the eventual assault on Tyre. Maintaining supply lines across vast distances was a constant challenge for Alexander's campaigns. His ability to secure resources and ensure his army was fed and equipped was a crucial element of his success. Show maps illustrating Alexander's supply routes and the geographical challenges of the terrain. The capture of key coastal cities like Tyre also secured vital naval support and denied the Persian fleet important bases. This strategic understanding of the interconnectedness of land and sea power was a hallmark of Alexander's campaigns. Exploration and encounter. Egypt and the founding of Alexandria. Alexander's arrival in Egypt in 332 BC was not met with resistance, but rather with welcome, as the Egyptians had long resented Persian rule. Explore maps of ancient Egypt and Alexander's route. Alexander was hailed as a liberator and even crowned pharaoh, embracing local customs and religions, a strategic move that helped solidify his control. Show depictions of Alexander's arrival in Egypt and his interactions with Egyptian priests and leaders. In Egypt, Alexander founded the city of Alexandria, strategically located on the Mediterranean coast, which would become a major center of Hellenistic culture and trade. Show maps and artistic reconstructions of ancient Alexandria, highlighting its strategic geographical location and its famous library and lighthouse. Alexander's time in Egypt demonstrates his political acumen and his understanding of the importance of integrating conquered territories into his expanding empire. His exploration of Egypt and his engagement with its ancient culture further broadened the scope of his campaign beyond purely military conquest. The Eastern Marches, battles and challenges in Persia and Central Asia. After securing Egypt, Alexander continued his eastward advance into the heart of the Persian Empire, facing new challenges and determined resistance. Explore maps of Persia and Central Asia showing Alexander's campaigns. Battles like the one at the Persian Gates, 330 BC, showcase the strategic use of terrain to overcome larger forces, even if it meant fierce fighting. Show maps and illustrations of the Battle of the Persian Gates. The pursuit of Darius led Alexander further east, and after Darius's assassination, Alexander faced new enemies in the vast and varied territories of Central Asia, including Sogdiana and Bactria. Show maps highlighting these regions and the mountainous terrain. Guerrilla warfare and the need to adapt to new fighting styles became significant challenges. Show depictions of Alexander's army engaging in warfare in the mountainous regions of Afghanistan and Central Asia. The geographical diversity of these eastern territories, from deserts to mountains, tested Alexander's logistical capabilities and the adaptability of his army. His campaigns in these regions involved not only military conquest, but also exploration of previously unknown lands. The Indian expedition, the limits of conquest. Alexander's final major military campaign led him into the Indian subcontinent in 326 BC, where he faced new and formidable opponents, including King Porus and his war elephants. Explore maps of ancient India and Alexander's invasion route. The Battle of the Hydaspes River against Porus was a hard-fought victory, showcasing Alexander's tactical flexibility in countering the Indian elephant corps. Show detailed battle maps and illustrations of the Battle of the Hydaspes River, highlighting the use of elephants. The geography of the Indian subcontinent, with its rivers, monsoons, and dense forests, presented significant challenges for Alexander's army. Show images of the Indian landscape and the challenges faced by the Macedonian army. Despite his victories, Alexander's eastward advance was eventually halted by the exhaustion of his troops and the prospect of facing even larger Indian armies. Show depictions of Alexander's army and their weariness. Alexander's Indian campaign, though militarily successful, marked the easternmost extent of his conquests and highlighted the geographical and logistical limits of even his remarkable military machine. His exploration of the Indus Valley and his encounters with Indian cultures added another layer to his global impact. Alexander the Great's military strategies were a testament to his tactical brilliance, his understanding of geography, his logistical prowess, and his ability to inspire his troops. From the innovative Macedonian phalanx to his daring battlefield maneuvers and his adaptability in diverse terrains, Alexander forged an empire that stretched across the ancient world. His campaigns, though driven by conquest, also led to exploration and the exchange of cultures, leaving a lasting legacy on the regions he touched. The strategic genius of Alexander continues to be studied and admired by military leaders and historians alike. What aspect of Alexander's military strategies do you find most remarkable? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow history enthusiasts and travel adventurers, and subscribe to World Icons and Travel for more in-depth explorations of fascinating figures and events from around the globe. Until our next historical journey, farewell.